Hey guys, it's me, Cap. So today I'm back with a different video, unlike most of my videos, which if you look on my channel, you'll see for the most part they're unboxings. I think probably 99% of my videos are unboxings, but I'm not going to have any scale figures, which is what I typically unbox, coming in probably for a couple months just because of release dates and stuff. If you do want to see more unboxings, like for Nendoroids and Figmas and prize figures and stuff, I always post that on my TikTok, which is linked down below. As you can see by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about figures I would and wouldn't buy again. I do have my Shishido Botan notebook because I wrote down what they were, so I wasn't trying to remember on the spot, because I don't know if you've ever been in front of a camera. At least for me, I get like camera brain and forget what I'm trying to say. So we're going to start with figures I wouldn't buy again, and we're going to alternate between wouldn't buy again and would, because then we can end on a positive note, and I think that's better than ending on a negative note. So the first thing I wouldn't buy again, when I first got into figure collecting, what actually got me into collecting was My Hero Academia. I was super into it. It was the first anime I was into in years, but I bought a bunch of My Hero Academia. I'm talking like whole shelf worth of My Hero Academia prize figures, mainly the Band Presto ones. They're not bad, I just wouldn't buy them again. Why wouldn't I buy them again? I'm just not into My Hero Academia that much anymore. I still read it, but I don't watch it. I'm not super into like consuming content about it or anything like I was when a couple years ago. So I just wouldn't buy those again just because they're really hard to sell now. So a figure I would buy again would be this Yukihiro Soma prize figure. This is one of Soma's few figures. He doesn't have an Nendoroid, he doesn't have a scale. He has a couple trading figures, I think, but I absolutely love Food Wars. It's one of my favorite animes. I've only watched it once. I should rewatch it. This was actually one of my grails because Soma's like a comfort character of mine, if you use that term. He was just my favorite on the show, and he brings me joy. But so I would definitely buy this Soma again. While I love this Kaoru, he's one of my favorite characters from Evangelion, I don't think I'd buy this again. Now let me explain why. First of all, if you want to see more up close shots of him, I do have an unboxing of him, but I won't buy him again because he's not really super detailed for the price. I think he was about $115, which isn't horrible for scale, but I think he ended up bidding and it's down to like being like $80. So if I had known that was gonna happen, I probably would have just waited to pick him up. But like, while I love how he has these little details on his sleeves and the writing on his hoodie, he's just not very exciting. I have him on a shelf with some Fire Force figures, and the next figure I'm gonna talk about is also on that shelf, and he just kind of looks very plain. He doesn't feel like a prize figure necessarily, but he's not exciting, and also I'm probably not going to collect the others from the series, which is kind of the point of these, is collecting all of them so you can have all of them displayed together. So probably wouldn't buy him again if it came down to it. Alright, so another scale figure I would buy again is this Cthulhu Chan. She is a 1/7 scale. If you want to see more about her and learn more about her, I have a whole video about her, but I love the details on her. First of all, I like Eldritch Horror. Having her in this cute little idol form is really cool. I just think she's great. I love the details with her bow, with her stockings, the little boat in her hair, her wings, her horns. I just think she turned out great, but I would definitely buy her again. So this one's probably going to be a shock to you, but I would not buy this figure again. Much as I love Food Wars, I have all the bunny figures, I would not buy the bare leg version again. There's nothing wrong with her. She's not like super scratched or defective or looks bad, but she's the only one without the tights. And I have nothing against bare legs, like the bare leg bunny line. I would prefer just have them re-released with the tights. Her with the tights is just like my grail. But as much as I love her and as much as I appreciate her, wouldn't buy her again. I love her. I do take photos of her. I love having her, but I'd much rather have just saved and waited and gotten her with the tights because I prefer the tights version. Next up on the figures I would buy again, we have Albedo. If you haven't noticed by now, I'm trying to do like figures, like scales and scales, bunnies and bunnies, but I love this Albedo. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Overlord, the anime. I haven't read the light novels or the manga, but I don't love the anime, but I do like Albedo, and I knew when she went up for pre-order, I was like, she's stunning and she's going to be hard to get in the aftermarket, at least for a good deal. Currently, I think I have about 10, 11 bunny figures in my collection. She is number one for me. Out of all my bunnies, she is my favorite. She is the most stunning to me, so I would 100% buy her again. This was my first crocodile figure I ever bought. I think it's the Abilators crocodile, I think is what it's called. That's just like the line or whatever. Would not buy him again. There's nothing wrong with him. It's not like he's defective. He just kind of comes apart easily. I don't love how he looks, as you know, Crocodile and Robin are my favorite One Piece characters. While I love Crocodile, I just don't love this figure that much. It's in the back on the Crocodile shelf. So now on the topic of Crocodile, a Crocodile prize figure I would buy again. This creator, ex-creator, I think it's just creator, Crocodile. It's like my third Crocodile figure, I think, maybe second. But I got him off eBay. I just really like it. One, we don't see him in a white suit in the anime, like, ever. Like, just this plain white suit. And I think he looks really good in the white and red. He just looks good. He looks so commanding. So if it came to it, I would buy this again. So another figure I wouldn't buy again, this Weiss from RWBY. She looks great, but her sword actually broke right kind of here, where the sword and the hilt connects. Not a huge fan that it was that fragile that it broke. Like, it was wrapped, it just broke. Also, I'm not super into RWBY anymore. At the time, I had just like gotten into RWBY, and I still like it, but like, I'll be honest, I don't think I've watched the last 2 seasons. I never got the matching RWBY. They never did all of Team RWBY. Also, another reason I wouldn't buy her again, the one I bought was a C-grade box on Ami Ami, which means the box was kind of messed up. Wouldn't buy her again, but another figure I would buy are these Gargudas. Now, I know I said I was trying to keep like figures to like figures, and there's no Nendoroid set I had that I really wouldn't buy again. As you can see, I have 2 Garguda Nendoroids. If you don't know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you may not know, Guda is my Oshi, which means she's my #1 favorite VTuber. It's an idol term, but it's used with VTubers. She's my favorite. I have a lot of her merch. This is the Guda shelf. Anyways, I'm a big Guda fan, but I definitely would buy these again. These were her first figure, so why would I buy these again? I like the poses. I think they're very cute. The Hololive ones are very well made. I would definitely buy them again, and I'd buy 2 again. I love these figures. I love being able to display too. So this next one that I wouldn't buy again, I can't actually have on screen with me just because of where it is in my room, and you'll see when I show the picture. So the one I wouldn't buy is this Eva 1 by Kyoto. A couple reasons I wouldn't buy it again. One, it's 3 feet tall. It takes up a ton of space. Another reason I wouldn't buy it again, she was $1,000+. I was very fortunate and very lucky, and I know that, to be in a position where I was able to spend so much on a figure. And this is not a flex, this is just me being transparent with you guys. I love her. She's one of my favorite figures. Probably won't buy her again, mainly because of the price. And last figure we're going to talk about today that I would buy again is this Ulquiorra from Mega House. He does come with support poles that I display him with. I just kind of can't get him to fit on my piano bench. Reasons I'd buy him again. I just think he turned out great. He's my first Bleach figure, aside from this Renji pop figure I got years ago. He looks cool. He's imposing. His arm, this arm actually comes off if you don't want him to be holding his arrow. He takes up a lot of space, which is kind of a downside, and his wings take up a lot of space. Like, his wing goes all the way back out to here. You would think that would mean I wouldn't buy him again. Luckily, he fits on top of one of my shelves, so I just put him there. I just think he turned out great. Ulquiorra has always been one of my favorite espadas, right up there with Neutra and Grimmjow. Those are like my top 3. So getting this figure was great for me. I love that they did his Resurrection form. I would really like the Grimmjow from this line, but he goes for like $300-400, and I just think that's too much money for him. Definitely would buy this again. We're gonna leave him here for the outro because I think he's cool to look at. I just thought this was kind of cool to do. Let me know what you think about it. Are there figures you would buy again or wouldn't buy again that you'd like to share? I just thought this was kind of something, a nice little like filler video until I get some scale figures to unbox. Feel free to let me know what you guys thought of this one. I know it's just me talking. There's no cool like showcase at the end. Next few videos are probably going to be more talking like this. Some of them are going to be how-to guides. Hope you guys like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!